Hello, it's me, Jay, your GM. I just wanted to. This is sort of a follow up video to a recent video I did about the new D&D Beyond Maps program. They just released a pretty major update today, which I wanted to go into a little bit. So, some of the features you can already see on screen here that they added. They added the ability to add a token border to tokens. So, for example, if you wanted to indicate which one are the player tokens, you could put this green border around them or a different color border. Alternatively, this could represent, being at full health, and then when an enemy is bloodied, you could switch them over to the red border. You could also use different borders to represent having a condition. So if somebody is concentrating on a spell, you could give them a blue border. Or if somebody's concentrating on, or somebody's got stunned, you could give them a purple border, whatever. It's just a handy little option to have the ability to color the border. But definitely by far the more impressive and interesting. They also added a hide option to tokens, which is great. As the GM, obviously sometimes you're going to prepare battle maps, you're going to have hidden enemies around. Now you can actually do that in the VTT. Pretty cool. But the killer app for me, the killer edition, the thing that I said, it's not a complete VTT without this, they have measuring now. You can actually measure distances, which is really, really obviously quite good. So very handy to have this measuring tool in. You're still not able to drag your own assets directly into the map, unfortunately. And the way that tokens are rendered is still in this sort of circular cutout fashion. Those are two things that I would still like to see improved on, but I would upgrade this to fully playable at this point. I could absolutely see myself running sessions in this software. It's extremely again, here I'm controlling this token on my phone, so it's completely playable online, and I can change its border color on my phone. That's no problem. And I can even do measurements on my phone. The measurements only show up on your end currently, which is, they say, intentional so that the GM can do it to measure AoEs and stuff like that. I don't really care. As long as I can measure, that's all I really care about. I don't need necessarily to be able to show everyone else. I think the three things that I really still want to see out of this are pinging the map, probably at pretty high up there. I would love to be able to drag my own assets into the map. I know that that's probably the least likely thing to get added, but it would really help me in the way that I play. And then the third thing is I would love if they would add transparency to tokens. So if players could have cute little figurines as opposed to just these sort of circular JPEGs on the map. But overall, I mean, come on, this mobile, the ability to use it on mobile is definitely the killer app of this service. I mean, just the freedom that gives you is so freaking huge. Here, I can just yank this guy around. I can move him up and down. You can also delete tokens from that menu. So, for example, if I click this one, here, let me switch back. So if I click this one, I can click delete token right here, so that I can get them off the battle map a little bit more easily. Yeah, I don't know. I think they've got a really good VTT here, actually. I think it's a surprisingly good VTT. And they're clearly updating it quickly. They talked about an improved fog of war coming up soon, as well as a drawing tool. A drawing tool is pretty handy. I mean, definitely there are many times where being able to draw something on the map would be very, very good. So a drawing tool is pretty exciting. But yeah, so, I mean, again, I made a video about this. I expressed some of my complaints. They've already addressed some of my complaints, so I thought I should make a follow-up and say, hey, this VTT is actually looking kind of good. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. Have a good one. See you later.